Hi everybody, my name's Terri Sproul and I want to welcome you to my studio. This is our live Tuesday night show. Tonight we're going to be playing in the art journal. We're going to be playing with some Twinkling H20's, some stamps, and I have a fantastic coupon for you guys tonight. And I also have a really good prize, so make sure you stick around long enough to hear about that. Okay, there's my blog. Tomorrow I'm going to have all the information there on that blog, so make sure you write that down because I'm going to take that down in a second, for how to win a really, really good prize on my blog tomorrow, okay? So make sure you go over to my blog and win. So write that down. I'm going to take it down real quick. Okay, I do have the questions and answers up just in case anybody needs it. And I also have Danielle here in my room. Hello, Debbie, I do see you. And Debbie, I have your package all ready to go out tomorrow because she won last week's prize. Thank you. So I'm going to be changing down. Danielle's going to put all the links up. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in bold and Danielle or I will catch them and we'll do our best to answer them. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras. Okay, we're playing in the art journal that I made a couple months ago now. And if you need that link, I will also link that tomorrow. And that's over on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Terri Sproul. Okay, I have a fantastic coupon for you guys that I'm going to tell you in a few minutes. And one of the products that I got from the person who gave me the coupon is this beautiful lace. She has tons of really, really pretty lace in her store. And so we're going to be using some of that tonight. So first thing I want to do is cut myself a piece to fit this side of the page and get that glued down. And I'm going to be using regular gel medium matte for my to glue that down. Now, just in case you don't know, gel medium is, besides it can be used as an adhesive, anything that has the word medium in it means it's able to take product. So you can add paint to it, you can add pigments to it, you can add all kinds of stuff to it, and it's going to change the what do I want to call it, the density of the product. And I'll explain that more as we do other things. But gel medium can be used very well as an adhesive, and you notice that a lot of artists do use it as an adhesive. And I was just taking off the little excess that I have around that. And so to glue that down, so that's how I'm going to glue that down tonight. I am also going to be using Dreamweaver's embossing paste. Now this is very, very similar to molding paste, but the advantage to using it over molding paste is it can take a heat gun. Now molding paste can't. Now, if you're like me and a lot of artists and designers out there, we have absolutely no patience. So we like things to dry quickly because we want to continue playing. We don't want to sit there and wait for that stuff to dry. This is a beautiful stencil from, it's called Roman Letters from the Crafter's Workshop. And I'm just going to do some using my embossing paste. I'm just going to go through my stencil in just a few little spots. I'm not going to do the whole stencil, and I'm not going to do the whole page, but I'm just going to do little sections just to give me some depth in the page. So I'm going to quickly go around my page and just do a few things here and there. So yeah, that's what, if you're like me and you don't like to wait things dry, embossing paste will work out really, really nicely for you. Now I'm also going to go in, and anything that I don't like, you can just scrape away. Just take it right off. Anything that didn't turn out pretty. I still, if you have not been by my blog lately, there is a blog hop going on my blog right now, and I did an altered shoe, and you have until tomorrow to be able to enter to win a $25 shopping spree over at Color Art, which is really awesome. And actually, I'm pretty proud of my shoe anyways. I did a really cool steampunk shoe with a video, of course. So if you haven't been to my YouTube channel lately, go over there and watch that video also. It's only an 8-minute video, so it's a really quick one, and it shows me doing an altered shoe. Okay. Now make sure you put this into water, or since I don't forgot water, that's what I forgot tonight. I'm going to take a quick baby wipe to it, and I'm also going to take a baby wipe to this spots that I don't like. Get those cleaned up. Okay. So yeah, definitely stop by my blog and check that out for that blog hop. It's a really good blog hop, and there's lots of prizes that you can win on that one. So I apologize that I'm making you watch me clean this, but I don't want to ruin that. That's a good stencil. Okay, again, like I said, because I'm using the embossing paste from Dreamweaver, which actually is Stampendous now, they bought them out, I can heat this and it'll dry really quickly for me. A lot quicker than, say, molding paste will dry for you. And it can really take the heat where molding paste will kind of bubble and almost burn. This will not. And they actually have different colors over there, but I would either get the, this is the translucent, or the white is what I usually get. And you can actually add color to it like we've talked about in the past. You can add paint to it, or pigment colors, or just about anything will give you that, will give you color to it if you want to add color to it. Okay, almost dry here. Okay, while we're letting that dry, I really quickly want to stamp an image and color that, so we'll do that real quickly. This heart is actually from Stampendous also. It is called, I think it was called Musical Hearts, but Danielle has the link to it. They actually do not make this stamp anymore. That's the only thing that's kind of is a bummer about Stampendous. Once they sell out of a stamp, they don't remake it. But I did find one on eBay, and I think it's a really pretty stamp. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and pick that one up at eBay that Danielle will put up for you here in a few minutes. So I just did a quick stamp, nothing special. And I did use, that's special, I did use Indian ink. You can either use Indian ink or archival ink or StazOn. You need something that is permanent, because we're going to work with watercolors over that. And if it's not permanent, the watercolors will ruin that. So I'm really going to quickly make sure it's dry. I'm not doing it to, that's not how you make it permanent. It's just, I need it to be completely dry before I add my color. Tonight I'm going to be playing with Twinkling H20's. Prior to you guys getting here, I always take my squirt gun, or my squirt gun. It is a squirt gun, isn't it? My water bottle, whatever you want to call it. I can't find my big one. And I always wet down my Twinkling H20's. I add about 5 drops, 5 sprays into each of them. So I got them going and activated before you guys got here. And the longer you let them sit, the more the paint is more intense. If you don't let them sit, the water sit in there, the paint becomes more like a watercolor, it's more watery. And I'm not caring that I am, you know, going out of the lines here because I plan on cutting that heart out. So I don't care that I painted out of the lines. And that's actually a really good trick also for if you're going to cut something out. Actually do color out of the lines, because when you go in to cut it out, if you miss something, you're okay. So I'm going to real quickly cut that out. I like my Fiskars scissors, as you can tell, because they're full of paint. And I like these, especially you guys, you women who have a lot of problems with your hands. These are seriously the best scissors you'll ever get, because what cramps your hands is the holes, putting your hands into holes. That's what cramps your hands. These will not cramp your hands, and that's why I love them. Also, even though this isn't a big fussy cut image, when you are fussy cutting, you turn the paper, not your scissors, and you will get a much better, excuse me, that was really good English, much cleaner cut if you do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side and let that finish drying and doing its thing. So that's that beautiful stamp. It's got music all over it. Sorry about the blur, but you see it. Okay, bring our book back up here. Everything's good and dry now. Now I want to play with my Twinkling H20's. I'm getting my water bottle, so I definitely want my water bottle. I did not gesso my sheet prior to you getting here. The reason for that is because, remember, we're working with watercolor. The reason that you'd want to gesso with acrylic paints is it doesn't absorb in. With watercolor, you actually do want it to absorb, so no gesso when you're using watercolor. I'm going to get my page just a little bit wet just to help the paint to move. And I'm going to be working with these two shades of blue and this yellow. I always like to start with my lightest color first, so obviously my yellow. I'm just going to kind of dab this, and this one's called, I believe it's Sunflower. Yeah, this is Sunflower. And I'm just going to dab it on here a little bit. Not really even thinking about how I'm going to be putting it on. Squirting a little water, allowing it to run. I like drips, so I make sure I make drips. Yeah, Joe's not with me tonight because any of you guys who go to Stamp Away, he's heading to Stamp Away tomorrow. So he's trying to pack his van up to head to Stamp Away. So I gave him the night off, and Danielle's always so sweet and offers to help out. So again, I'm just putting some color down. Nothing, I'm not even really even thinking of where I'm putting it. Just allowing it to move. Perfect. Okay. I am going to clean off my brush a little bit. And I'm going to go into this one blue right here. Now, remember that blue and yellow will make green. So if I actually allow those two to touch, they'll make a third color for me. I kind of don't want them to right away, so I am going to kind of manipulate it not to, but I'm not going to force it not to play with each other either. Because I actually did get a little bit of green going right there, but it still looks really awesome, so I'm happy. Allow it to move just a little. Continuing with that same color over here. These watercolors are so pretty. Now this same technique can be done with regular watercolors. I'm just using Twinks because they are so pretty, and they have mica in them, so they do you know, kind of make a different look compared to other watercolors. So if you like sparkle, and most girls do, this will be your colors. Oh, I did change blues. See, this one's kind of more teal and this one's kind of a little more soft. And this one's called Blue Ice and the other one is called Autumn Sky. Color Art is also having a bunch of contests going right now. They have a challenge blog if you're interested in that. And this month is texture, so it's a real easy one to do. And I didn't give you this link, Danielle, but it is colorart.blogspot.com. And they have a challenge blog going if you want to go play there. And they do a really good prize every month. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. Let me do a little bit of drying. I definitely did get some green streaks going here and there, but I like that. So I knew that could happen, and I don't mind because it's part of the fun of playing with colors and mixing colors. Let them do what they do naturally. I'm going to run out of water. That's why I hate these little water bottles. They're just ridiculous. You need much more water than that in life. Okay, I think I'm liking that. I think I'm going to stop right there. Okay, I think I should give out that coupon code now. I got a coupon code for everybody that's in the room, and you're going to get 20% off of your total order over at creatingwithdetailsstore.com. And again, Danielle will put that link up, and that link will also be in my blog tomorrow. I'm going to go back to my little heart here, and I want to you can either do an ink pad or your Faber-Castell Pitt pen in black. Either one will work. I happen to have them both on my desk, so. And I just want to darken the edge. And that's just going to give it a little more depth again. And that coupon code, so if you got your pens out, Creating with Details has tons of metal. So if you love metal, I love metal. Using this tonight, that's from their website. Love, love, love. Look at the dimension in that. Isn't that awesome? Love, love, love metal. And the coupon code is Terri Sproul, one word, T-E-R-R-I, capital T-E-R-R-I, capital S-P-R-O-U-L, 20, T-20, all one word. Make sure you capitalize the T and the S, and it's good for 20% off. I love those blues too, Lynette. Thanks for stopping by. Kathy, I've taken a class with Joe. Oh, you're taking a class with Joe on Friday. Give him loves and kisses from me. You were late. Oh, that's okay, Susan. Don't worry about being late. So actually, that's funny. That's exactly where I think I'm going to put that. Actually, probably not. I'm going to have to put it over here. And the reason for that, because it has a little bit of dimension. If I put it here, even though it looks cool there, it's going to kind of work. It's going to mess up with the binding. And I kind of don't want that. So having it over to the edge is not going to cause me so much problem in my book later. So my little heart here that I made, I'm actually going to put that right here. And I'm going to glue both of these down with gel medium. And then I'm going to put a quote down. And geez, we're going to get out of here in 20 minutes tonight, half hour. So again, Creating with Details Store. if you come by my blog tomorrow, okay, I'm going to have a contest where one person's going to win $50 shopping spree to the Creating with Details store. $50 shopping spree, people. And what you're going to have to do, so be prepared, you're going to have to share my blog post on your social media. You're going to have to comment to this video. You're going to have to comment on my blog. And you're going to have to like the Creating with Details Facebook page. And all of the links will be there, right there on my, my blog. So it'll be super easy for you to do. Now I am going to, if you're having problems getting something to stick down, I don't know if you've seen that, but that tail wants to come up. What's the name of the store? The name of the store is Creating with Details Store.com. If you're having problems getting something to lay down, I will go over it with gel medium, and that will make that lay down really well for you. I'm changing paintbrushes because that paintbrush had water on it, and when you use water, it will make something bleed. So it was making my heart bleed just a little bit. My heart was bleeding. I didn't want it to bleed, so I went back over it with the regular. Do you have a question, Danielle?
No, there's a question for you. Does the watercolor show through to the previous or next pages? Miss Dee Ja wanted to know. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize.
No problem. And actually, as you see, it will not bleed through. And the reason for it is because when I made this book, you can even see it on the other side. Now, this didn't bleed through. This actually ran over the other side, but it's not bleeding through, as you see. It's because I'm using, when I made this journal, I used 140-pound watercolor paper. It's the thickest watercolor paper you can find. And by using that thick of a paper, it doesn't bleed through. If you're having that problem with your other journals, and I have personally had that problem with journals, and I'm you know, I'm not picking on anybody, but one of the ones that I had the most trouble with was Ranger's Diane's journals. I had a really tough time with those, and they would bleed through for me. But this has not, and as you see, this is right on the other side. No bleed through, except for that's not bleed through. That's actually ran over from, you can actually see the drip right there. It went all the way down my page. If I would have been careful and put a sheet there, I would have prevented that, but I'm not stressed about it. But great question. Yeah, Debbie actually won my prize last week, and it's heading to her. So my page is done, so let me give you a quick, there's that beautiful flower and that beautiful lace. You can see the stencil. Just gives it a little depth, and there's that beautiful heart. That will dry a little more clear because gel medium, when it goes on, it does go on with a white tint, but it does dry clear, so that'll actually look better in, you know, about a half hour from now. And actually, who was it? It was somebody who's new here tonight. Tammy is new here tonight, and she showed me her beautiful page that she did from last week's, and it was absolutely stunning. I did have one more stamp I wanted to put on here, and it is one of my stamps from Sin City Stamps, and I am going to ink that up again with my Indian ink pad. Now, a really good hint when you are working in your art journal, I need to make sure I'm doing this the right way. Okay, I'm gonna re-ink that. I had to make sure it was going the right way. I just stamped it off to the side here, so I made sure I had it going the right way. And I gotta remember I'm working upside down. I like to leave mine off of a block or anything because art journals are not flat. And it just works better if you use your fingers to kind of mold it around the page to get a nice, beautiful, and that says scattered kindness. Yes, Debbie, your package is going out tomorrow, so I've got it all packaged up today. I would have gone out quicker, but I didn't have an envelope. I need to buy more. So, okay, is there any more questions? If there is not, I'm going to let you guys go tonight. And please stop by my blog tomorrow for your chance to win a $50 shopping spree at creatingwithdetailsstore.com. Awesome store. I'm going to switch cameras while you guys come up with any questions. There I am again. So, and make sure you like their Facebook page. You have lace from Creating with Detail. She has beautiful lace. I've gotten quite a few laces over there. So great that you guys like them. There's a few of you that already know her. Good. Okay, doesn't look like we have any more questions. If I did miss a question, you can catch me over on Facebook at the group called All Things Terri Sproul, and I will definitely answer that question, or if you have any suggestions on a future page. Thank you for my people commenting how pretty my page is. Thank you. And simple. Sometimes you got to do simple. Make sure you stop by there tomorrow so that you can have a chance to win a prize. Oh, also Sandit has a really cool contest going on too. It's Sandit on Facebook, S-A-N-D-I-T-S, Sandit. Check them out. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. And make sure you stop by my blog tomorrow, terrisproul.blogspot.com. See you next Tuesday.